Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at Regal Robot's latest addition to their archive collection, and it's none other than the Space Slug scaled replica from Empire Strikes Back. And Regal Robot went into the Lucasfilm archives and digitally scanned the original screen-use slug from Empire Strikes Back. So let's put it together, and first of all, it comes with this very heavy base, and it replicates kind of the meteor that the Millennium Falcon landed on, and Regal Robot did an amazing job at making this base. It's pretty heavy. It's about 60% scaled down from the original slug, but the base is really big, really heavy, really detailed, amazing job. And the base is very heavy, like I mentioned, but they did such a fantastic job at making it look like real stone. It's made out of resin, but it's really heavy. And as you can see, it has this large piece that keys in the slug. And the slug is a little bit lighter because it's made out of fiberglass, but it's such an amazing piece. They did such a great job at replicating it. It looks like a puppet. And like I said, it keys in really nicely. It has this slant there that, makes it easier to align it. And it pretty much just keys in right into place. It's about 14.5 inches tall from the base all the way to the top. The eyes come separately, and they have little magnets in there that basically just fit right in, and the magnet just kind of snaps into place, and it's pretty easy to figure out which side belongs to which, and it just such an easy way to attach the eyes. And once they're keyed in, you can't even tell that they're separate pieces. They fit in perfectly, and look at how cool this looks. So now it also comes with a little mini Falcon, and the Falcon is tiny, and they did such an amazing job at just making it just more detailed than the original one. It is stylized on the top and the bottom to make it just look more detailed, which is just amazing that they can get this amount of detail in such a little piece. It's probably about an inch long, and it basically goes in. There's a tiny little hole between the teeth, so it's very, very discreet, and it basically just fits right in. It comes with a little, just like a little wire that hangs on there, and it just makes it look so cool, like the Falcon is flying out of the mouth. Now each one of these is hand painted, and look at all the layers of splatter on the skin, the muck on the teeth, and all the color washes and fleshiness of the tongue and the lips. Now, these were designed and prototyped in their New York studios, and Christian Maggi did an amazing job at the digital scan and cleanup. The repose was done by our friend Max Fry, who did the paint master work based on the extensive research of the original prop puppet. Like I mentioned, they spent a ton of time at Skywalker Ranch archives examining the original puppet, doing scans, photos, and color matches. And I just can't say enough about how amazing this piece came out. It is very large, and I just love the fact that it really does look like a oven mitt. It's so cool. Now these are going to be available for a whole week and are going to retail for $6.99. These are going to come very secure in a laser cut foam insert and a certificate of authenticity, of course. It's also going to come with a small plaque, and these will be available for a whole week. There will be a payment plan available for these. And this version is going to be a limited edition, so there's not going to be a signature edition on this scaled version, but there will be a signature edition on the full-size 1-to-1 replica of the slug, which I'll show some pictures in a brief moment. Both editions are going to be available tomorrow, Tuesday, October 28th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on regalrobot.com, and the full-size version is going to be $18.99 plus shipping. And like I said, it's going to be a dual signature edition, and I'll show some pictures of it. But first, I wanted to just show how beautiful this came out. I mean, the details are amazing. The paint job is awesome, and it is just absolutely a must for any collection. And like I mentioned, this one's about 14.5 inches tall, so it's nice and compact for, most collectors. Like I said, the bigger version, the 1-to-1, is going to be much larger, probably about 3 feet long, and it's going to be a massive piece, so you definitely have to have some space for it. But look at how beautiful this is. I mean, the paint job is just absolutely amazing. I love the teeth on this. The tongue looks amazing. All the detail is there. And I mean, just look at this. It is just absolutely beautiful. And I love that Regal Robot keeps on coming out with these, puppets that are, replicas that were digitally scanned from the archives. And I love the fact that it's a puppet, right? Just like the Raincore that they've come out with, the Wampa is also a puppet, and even the Salacious Crumb is technically a puppet. And this is just a great addition to kind of this puppet collection. And you can get the sense that it's a puppet, but it's also highly detailed that it almost makes it look like just like a real animal, right? I mean, look at the teeth. They just look so great. And I'm so happy to have this in my collection. Like I said, for $6.99, you can't beat the price. It's such a great price. The larger one, $18.99 for the size of it. I think it's very well priced. And it's worth thinking about even having both of these in your collection. And here's some pictures of both of them put together. And like I said, it's a massive piece. The 1-to-1 is insanely big. And like I said, the large one is going to be a dual signature with Phil Tippett and Doug Beswick, who worked on some of the mechanics. And of course, Phil Tippett designed the Slug. And I can't wait for the 1-to-1 to come out and come into my collection so I can show you guys how massive it's going to be. But here it is. Man, this is such a beautiful piece. Now, Regal Robot sent me one of their artist proof here. So as you can see, it has the little plaque there. So like I mentioned, it's not going to be a signature edition. This is going to be just a timed edition, which will be open for a whole week. Once, they figure out how many orders came through, they'll finalize the edition. And now I wanted to show you some scale shots here so you could kind of notice how big the Slug is compared to some of these vintage Kenner figures. Like I mentioned, it's a sizable piece, and I think this is going to pair up really nicely with any collectibles that you have, whether you want to display on its own. But here it is, me holding it so you could see kind of the scale next to a full-size person. And it's very heavy, and as you could see, I mean, it's a large piece, but has so much detail, and it's just such a beautiful addition. And like I said, what I really find it interesting is that this piece at 60% scale is actually closer to the size of a, oven mitt, which you would think that to be the size of the original one, but the original one is massive. So here it is, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this review and this close-up look at this new scaled replica Space Slug. Like I said, these will be available tomorrow, Tuesday, October 28th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Regal Robot. Both editions will be available, and both will be eligible for a payment plan, just in case you wanted to split that up. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know how I can make these better. And don't forget to also sign up for Regal Icons fan group. And, you can get all the latest updates over on their Facebook page. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.